because I'm only 36. They're different than we are.
Way older than her, by the way.
Because I'm fat and got gray hair and I'm fucking broke.
I'm pretty fat too, though. But
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a restaurant owner, motherfucker. I mean, what do you want?
yeah, you see, that's the example. You age in this business.
Brutal.
Other topic for
but
your
I'm
show,
saying
by
though.
Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Restaurant Punk!
Restaurant Punk!
What's good
up?
in his I got Big Nick over here. And Liz. What's up, guys?
Oh.
Liz, what do you, come on. What do you want to call you? Meanie?
Yeah, that's fine.
Napoleon? What do you want from us?
That's fine
All
too.
you do is yell at me every
don't
time I get off this
even-
freaking podcast.
I don't even yell at you.
Yeah. I don't even yell at you. Stop it. This is ridiculous. God, see, do you have a Liz at your restaurant?
No,
Everyone does, I think.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Really?
yeah. This is
Yeah, I think so.
Nick. Nick's
Well,
back
you gotta
on.
tell me. I don't know what the connection is. I just
Bossy.
mentioned it actually.
So Liz
Mean.
is
I'm not
the
mean.
most bossiest, organized, smallest person I ever met.
All right. So what does she do at the restaurant?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, wait.
Position. What's your role?
So she is. Liz is Restaurant Punk.
Okay.
We would not be here without Liz. She is the
But
controller.
did she work in operations in the restaurant?
No, I served.
No, she's
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
yeah.
That was
But she
part-
has-
yeah,
she has-
Everything is part of operations in
Yeah.
a restaurant.
True.
Come on, Liz.
She has a background in the restaurant business, and she's helped us out plenty of times.
Okay.
But when Yanni approached her about this, she took it on by the horns, bull by the horns, and we would not be without her. She's crazy. She's
the personality of the show.
no, I am the personality of the show.
That you want to be.
I am the person. You seen these nipples?
We've all seen it, George. Enough. To the
I know.
topic.
You calm down, all right? Stop yelling at me. All right. Anyway, I have a topic tonight.
Yes.
It's
Oh boy, what's coming?
well, not me. So this is a weird one, but it's true to the restaurant business. The dishwash area, right?
Okay.
The dishwashers, and then taking as a server or busser when you go to the dishwasher area. When you go back there as an employee, do you just put the plate in fully dirty inside the bus pan with the silver and the glasses filled with water? Or do you take time and scrape everything off and help their job out easier?
So,
Oh, shit. You didn't even.
my
I
current
said-
situation, my
Oh.
waitresses do not go in the dish room.
What?
They don't go in there because
Okay.
Well, because it's in my situation. Look, I've worked in a restaurant like that though, and I would expect that because I think it's common courtesy. But
Yeah.
my current situation, my servers do not go in the dish room unless we're really busy and we're down plates or need a cup to tell them, "Hey, I'm down wine glasses or I'm down water glasses." Right? So they don't.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
So
actually
it's-
pretty
so
cool. It
it's
actually,
the busser?
Like, I wish I had more space, but this is that one particular situation that I have to say it's nice because that argument doesn't happen.
But I'm sorry, because I remember when the earlier restaurant episodes you were on, your restaurant has 180 seats
Don't ask.
inside, outside.
Oh yeah, my place is small, kitchen wise.
Your place is small.
Prep area is different.
So it's a small
So
kitchen.
I have a separate dish room, a separate line, open kitchen to the dining room. And then I have downstairs, that's different. I got 3,000 square feet where I keep inventory, prep. I have 2 walk-in refrigerators, a walk-in freezer, and I keep adding. And then I have like 15 million like different other refrigerators and freezers down there, like reach-ins and stuff like that.
So, oh man, I wasn't ready for that. I thought you would tell me your service.
I know, right?
Scraped everything because
So wait, so the bussers are scraping? Who's bringing
They
things
just
to
drop the
dish?
stuff.
They just
Oh.
drop this-
And servers will take to bus carts that are strategically planned throughout the restaurant, including outside 2 stations for them to put dirty plates, cups, and whatever. Mostly the bus boy, but cleaning pre-busing, which is a whole other argument, right?
Well,
that's
pre-busing,
a whole other
we're
thing.
talking
That's
about
another
that.
topic in itself,
Yeah.
right? Pre-busing, but takes it to the bus cart, and the bus carts get rolled out by dishwashers into the dish room.
So dish
Through the
cleanser.
restaurant and through
Oh,
all
so it's a
the
car-
way outside.
So it's a dish car. It's one of those. It's one of those dish carts that he's rolled in. They take another one out there.
But you do that out of necessity.
I do it out of
Because-
necessity. However, I've owned restaurants that topics come up. And the common courtesy would be, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just makes it easier because I think one of the loneliest man jobs in a restaurant is the dishwasher because they're just there. They just take care of the dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? If
I have the most uppermost respect for them.
I wouldn't mind sitting on dish all night long and not to talk to anybody. It'd be great.
I know because
I like to clean.
we've all done it. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all done the dishwashing job. But if we just take the time to take if you grab a plate and if you just throw it in there with the ketchup and the spring mix and the dirty eggs or
happens.
some kind of orzo on that, it's disgusting. It makes it and it just sits there.
But you
And
know
it
what
gets
the argument
crusty,
is,
too.
dude?
It gets crusty. Yeah.
The argument is, look, when they're slammed and they got to get right back to the table, like I have a great crew, but I know I've seen this argument happen where they just drop the stuff when they have 2 tables in the restaurant. That's ignorant.
Yes.
Like dropping the napkins, the
Oh.
creamers, the jellies, whatever you're dealing with.
Way to
in the
go,
bus
Katie
bar.
Hess.
Right. However, when like they understand, they know when it gets busy, everything's going in there. And unfortunately, I mean, maybe it's just the guys that I have. I do have good guys back there, but it's just common courtesy is doing that extra thing when you can, knowing that sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
But do it when you can, so they understand
That's
that.
my
So they
rule.
understand that when you can't do it, it happened for a reason. It's not
Exactly.
because you're just being completely neglectful about it.
Right. And so, yeah, if you're not busy, you should be doing it. And my thing
Exactly.
is, there are times when I always try to do it no matter what. But if I know I
Right.
can't at that moment,
And
I let
that's-
them know I'll be right back. I'll
But how
be
much
right
do they
back.
Be right
respect?
back, yeah,
But do they
'cause-
respect you for that?
Of course.
Oh,
yes.
well, that's
yeah,
the
100%.
answer.
Yeah.
And it's a respect thing. And it's
definitely
especially
is.
insulting when you're not busy.
Right.
And then you go, drop your dish, don't scrape it, and then go on your phone.
Oh, I
don't.
want to
Like,
kill
you're
you.
an asshole at that point.
If I was that guy, I'd want to jump over the counter wherever I'm at and choke you.
Right.
But I think you said the best thing is you said you have a good crew. So
I do.
this
Great
restaurant you have it now, how long has that crew been with you?
So we have very little turnover. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Sometimes we do, but like for the most part, like core kitchen, I've had the same guys for years. One
Years.
guy I
Right.
got for 14 years, almost the length of I've owning the business, and
Yeah, that's what.
he's amazing, right? And
that's
then,
what. Yeah.
a few other members at 10 years, 9 years, 7 years that have been with me for years that are fantastic. Now, my business has grown and I've hired new guys. I find that those guys and finding the right guys, the right fit, the right relationship to make them work, to make them last as well, takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But it has definitely gotten harder in that aspect. Servers wise, conversation just came up yesterday with like there was a customer that said something. He's, I noticed you have the same people. And one of my girls popped up and said, she goes, I was the last hire. Nobody else come to work here in the front of the house. And that was 2 years ago, Nick.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
That's
good,
pretty. I
man.
mean,
Look, I want to say that, we're good to work for. I'm not saying we're perfect.
No,
I don't catch me if I haven't had coffee or something like that. Maybe, you might not like me for a moment, but I generally go back if I was wrong and I'll say I'm sorry, even though I'm the boss. And I think that's key in the industry is just having common courtesy for each other, whether it's the dish room, whether it's to your servers, whether it's to your cooks, is just treat people nicely. I feel like
Yeah.
it works.
Well, also too, like, I would like to add on the whole pre-busing, right? Because
Yeah.
if in addition to making it more difficult by not clearing your plates,
Sure.
when you're dumping all the plates at once
you're done.
because you're just a lazy
No doubt.
bomb, right? That's terrible
domino
too.
effect
It's
across the board.
awful.
and it's
It's bad. You know what? I just don't. Okay, I'm not gonna say who, but I worked at one of your restaurants.
I know.
and
Don't. I.
Someone said to me, I didn't typically work with this person, but it was like shift change. And the person, I'm looking at the table and the people who are paying. I'm looking at all the dishes.
I actually.
Entree plates on
I
there.
know who you're
and
talking
I'm
about.
cringing. And it's slow. It's the only table.
Yep.
And I don't say anything. Not my problem, right? So the person turns to me. Gets the tip. Like, I can't believe they took me this much money. I don't know why. I'm thinking, I don't know why either. Because
Yeah.
if I saw that shit, I would be over tipping
Always
20%.
That's what I was going to bring up because I think I know who you're talking about, and I'll tell me off camera, but
Yeah.
I'm positive who it was. But it's because I went into the group. I always had younger staff
Mm-hmm.
because I'm.
I think our businesses are different though. Like you guys are very seasonal, so it's
Oh,
impossible to have
Yeah, but
people. all
he
year
No,
keeps
round.
no, no.
people. This is.
Go,
Can't say who it
go
is.
ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry.
But he has a staff for the most part. They're year round.
No,
maybe
okay.
they get less
At
shifts.
At the time, I had one of the restaurants I had was year round.
Okay.
And I had at the time it was a good team, but there was never an adult on the team till Liz decided to come over and help me out. And it's stopped my nights a lot, but I think it comes down to like having that age difference because you know how
Yeah.
I call them kids, even though they're
I don't know that
20s.
it's,
No, I
it's
know.
not,
I know where
it's
you're
not
getting
an age thing.
And I think it is
No,
though
because at that age, I had better work ethic.
Liz,
Yes,
you're
no.
49. Sorry, I wasn't
No,
supposed to say
no,
that.
it's not.
You're of a different generation than
We're,
this
di-
guy.
we're,
True,
di-
that's
we're
true,
different than
yeah.
we are. They're what we are. I mean, because I'm only 36. They're different than we are.
Way older than her, by the way.
Because I'm fat and got gray hair and I'm fucking
I'm
broke.
pretty fat too, though. But
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a restaurant owner, motherfucker. I mean, what do you want?
yeah,
from me?
you see, that's the example. You age in this business.
Brutal.
Other topic, for
But
your
I'm
show,
saying,
by the
though-
way.
But I was saying though, it's like with the staff I had, I try to get them going, and it was
Right.
you had certain people that would go, and then the minute I walk away, then it's over.
Yeah.
And then you take another restaurant on, then it's over, and so it's if you don't have that, I always call it that one server. That's what I always call it. If you have that one server, that restaurant could survive. Because if that one server takes that plate back there, and it's not just the owner or the manager, if that one server takes that plate back there and scrapes it in the trash, dumps the liquid into the either bucket or into
It's an example for the other 8 or however
Yeah.
many you
it
guys
gets them
have.
going. So if I had Liz breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's a different story.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Because she knows what she's doing, and I'm not saying but she's experienced.
But
No, I
as an
understand.
owner, shouldn't you be like keeping an eye on that shit? And as you're on a busy Saturday, glancing around and seeing like what's happening.
If I'm there, yes,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
a different story because then they do it. Because if they see me do it, then they're going to do it. But it's harder when you have multiple restaurants walking
Definitely.
away,
yeah.
and then you're not there, and you have, as I call them, kids, even though they're 21 to 25 or even 27, they're still kids
Yeah.
because they don't care, because that's what we live in now, because they care about their tip that's on the table, their social media
Short-term
posts.
thinking.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the short-term memory. So it's crazy.
So the whole idea is if you have somebody, Liz, who's been with you for years, right? She's not theoretically overlooking the whole entire picture as a short-term picture of the restaurant, the business, that tip, whatever it may be. That's how I look at it, right? So you hire, and I'll get to the point. The thing is, you hire a young kid, they're coming to work for you for just the summer. I've been there.
Yeah.
My particular situation isn't that
That's
now.
why I said I just want to know how long your staff's been, because you've been there for 2 years now.
They don't, after the summer, they don't care about X, Y, and Z restaurant, right?
no,
Right.
yeah.
That's where the owner comes into play, the managers, and everything else. But when you have full-time employees, I think it's also different too.
That's what the one restaurant, Courthouse, is the most I call it the most year-round restaurant we have because
Yeah.
it's
Right.
the most consistent one we going forward with. So
So how does that apply? Like, is your staff more consistent there than the other locations?
go ahead.
No,
Say it.
I just find it's not a lot of turnover. It's not you're not
No,
dealing with
it's
a lot of
not.
seasonal people. People there year round. It's just in the off season they have less shifts. But
Yeah.
the problem arises where when they're busy, people might care more, but when they're slow, they're like,
Yeah. That's different.
Yeah.
they're
That's
like, I don't
different.
care.
You know what I always lecture to, like, somebody that's on the floor. Like, I have my son working for me, right?
Oh
And-
my god.
Yeah, he's little. He's young. He's learning, right?
Oh.
Five, like-
He's 17.
Oh.
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
No. Wait.
No.
I
That's
told
a
him just
that's
like
a
my dad
whole
said,
other.
you end up in my business, I'm gonna kill you.
Are you kidding me? Because I fired my stepdaughter 17 times
but it's
in
not-
7 months.
The point wasn't actually my son on this one, but I agree with you. There 100. That I could see that.
That's a whole different
I want to
topic.
choke him at times,
Yeah.
but point is that, like, I say to them, mistakes happen in a restaurant at its slowest periods, right? Mm-hmm. But the customer is less forgiving at those moments
Yes.
than when it's busy. So it is so crucial, especially in today's world where people go on there and hit stars, right?
I see. I can't.
I know.
I can't do the star things,
But
yeah.
here's the time that you're going to get hurt the most is when it's slow,
Yep.
and your whole staff is not on their toes because I do deal with a lot.
Yeah.
I do deal with that where, like, they're slow. The whole phone thing, right? Like, I don't want to be mom and dad and yell at you about a phone, but, like, they'll play with their phone. The customer,
Oh, that
the
phone. I
customer-
thought you were talking about the restaurant phone. I hate answering the phone.
She hated. She
When
hated.
That's a
I'm
whole
busy
different thing.
and I'm
They
working,
don't do that either when
I don't. The customer in the seat, that's my priority.
She does not
Okay,
give
well,
two
she-
shits about the freaking to
phones
go.
are very
I'm
crucial
sorry.
in my business.
They are in any business.
No. I mean, like, I'm still old school. I don't do DoorDash, Grubhub. Sorry, I don't know if I'm
Either
not
way,
supposed
no,
to
yeah,
mention.
no, we don't
I don't
do- no,
believe
we
in
don't
any
do
of
that
them.
stuff
I don't.
either,
I honestly don't want an online platform. So, like, if you don't answer that phone, customer might like
Wait,
place a takeout.
are
order
you
somewhere.
Greek?
I'm Greek.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Another f***ing Greek. It's goddamn. Can we get somebody else on this? It's always Greeks.
Well, I made a deal
What's that?
with the busser
Okay.
a while back. I said, here's a deal. You answer the phone. I don't really even need you to help me bus tables because I'm perfectly capable. You answer the phone. You take to-go orders. You keep the tips. You take reservations and open table. I don't want to answer that phone. And
That's
that was
a
the
true
deal.
story.
Yeah.
We don't take reservations. That's another thing.
I don't mind taking.
What?
My issue is,
This
well,
Walk in only.
I don't blame
oh
them.
my.
I don't. It's hard, you know.
And wait,
That's
wait,
what she
wait.
said.
You know what should be a conversation?
Are you kidding me?
Let's have this conversation.
Are you kidding me?
Because this is fresh in my mind.
You're fresh in my
Incomplete
mind.
parties, do you see them or don't see them?
Don't see them.
Don't see them. Thank you. I agree with that.
Don't see them. You cannot see it at any complete party. Not even close. Because it just because this just happened 2 months ago at courthouse.
But you do reservations though.
Yeah, but they didn't have a reservation.
Okay.
I have
Even
7
more
people.
important.
All right, party here? Yes, they're here. They're parking.
Yeah.
And I said,
ultimate
okay,
parking.
sit down. And I screwed myself. They were still driving down from the road.
Yeah.
Didn't park.
Well, how long had it been? What, 10 minutes?
25 minutes.
Wow.
I get yelled at on the daily for that.
Yeah.
My sister who works up front, like we all work up front. We manage the front of the house. We get yelled at that. They're like, well, they're coming. I'm gonna order coffee and sit down. I'm like, great, but you're a party of 7 and 2 of you are here.
Yeah.
I could be
Right.
seating other 2 parties of a
Exactly.
4 and a 2, and I can get them moving. Orders in the kitchen. They're getting up.
yeah.
The next table's coming in, and they don't quite understand that. But whatever. That's
That's another.
whole-
That's
that's a-
another topic
that's a
that we
whole
can
nother
get
topic
into.
with
We're
the
gonna
Facebook
shift
guy.
topics if we go that route.
let's conclude this thing. So when it comes to a server or a busser or a manager or an owner, if you have a dirty plate, do you want to take care of your dishwasher or do you just want to leave them alone? Do you want to scrape the plates and help them out, or do you want to
I think anyone who, if you're in a position where it doesn't get too crowded and the space is there available, I think anyone, owner included, who brings a dish to dish should be scraping plates.
So we take care of the dishwasher.
Of course.
Absolutely, no question.
It's facilitating the process.
Girl, you better
Okay,
work that.
so-
Say it again.
You know-
say it.
It is a process.
Facilitating the
Do you know what I'm
process.
saying? Like you're gonna hold up,
Yeah, no, you're right.
the line that they can't cook because they don't have clean dishes.
Yeah,
because
no,
you're just,
no, totally.
You
We
know?
need the
Totally
plates.
agree.
We need the glassware.
Totally
we need
agree.
silverware.
Yeah, because I worked real quick. I worked at a restaurant where it got backed up, and then the dishwasher would just go MIA. So I would hop on dish.
Courthouse.
It wasn't part of the group. But so I hopped on dish. But I remember thinking, does no one else see all these dishes that need to get cleaned?
Yeah, they don't
Nobody
care.
else sees
They
it.
don't care.
Yeah.
No one cares that you don't need a glass. You're just gonna
they
wait
definitely
until
don't care.
when what?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go and tell
definitely
your
don't care.
table. Oh, so I don't have any clean dishes. So
Again, you've seen things 15, 20 years ago, and you see them today.
yeah,
It's crazy.
You're
Anyway.
a different character.
yeah.
No,
That's
she's
for sure.
a different machine.
Oh, well,
I call her the
exactly. It's a
Terminator
compliment.
of restaurants.
Okay.
She scares me. All right, well, sorry, Liz.
Anyway,
Anyway.
longest.
Oh, well, thanks again for coming and joining us.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
me. I
Nick.
enjoyed this actually. Really.
Liz,
Good.
don't yell at me after this episode.
Try not to.
Restaurant Punk, I'm George, and we are out.
Bye.
Tell Nico's like, come work for me at this restaurant. I'm like, okay. Because I was a sous chef for the ferry. He's like, come work for me over here. I was like, all right, whatever. And I was like, what's the restaurant called? He called George's Place. I said, I'm going to work at a restaurant with my name. He goes, yeah.
Nice.
And then Yanni wanted to fire me within the first week.
What you got? What do you want?